Hey hardheads, this is your boy Bobby. Welcome back to my channel. And yesterday I had a chance to go see the movie Annabelle Comes Home. But as you guys know, I had this movie on my top 10 most anticipated horror films coming out this year. And it was quite at the very bottom, like number 9, 10, 8. I have to go back and check. I have to say that this movie might actually have to stay at the bottom. And just to give you guys a heads up, this is going to be a spoiler-free movie review. So I'm just going to go through the synopsis of the film a little bit, and then I'm just going to go through my positive and negatives. So Annabelle 3, Annabelle Comes Home is the third movie in the Annabelle series, but also the 7th movie in the Conjuring universe. If you guys seen quite a few of the Conjuring movies, and even some of the Annabelle ones and the Nun and all that stuff, there's a few hit and there's a few misses. And as far as Annabelle movies, I will say that there was only one hit out of the 3. And I'm not saying that this movie was horrible or anything like that, but I will say that I had higher expectations only because Annabelle creation was so good and it scared the living hell out of me, and it was so creative. So this movie is basically about the Warrens continuing, their journey with Annabelle. It says it right there in the title, Annabelle Comes Home. They end up picking up this doll from since the events from the second movie. And when you watch The Conjuring, that's when you first see Annabelle. She's in this glass case, she's locked in there, and you want to know how she got in there. So that's when they did the first Annabelle movie, and then they did Annabelle Creation, and then this is where she actually get into the hands of the Warrens and where she finds her place inside their museum of artifacts. So it tells the story about Annabelle being locked in her glass case, but it takes a turn because I thought it was going to be a more compelling story as far as all right, she's in there, then what's happening. But I'm really hoping this might be the last Annabelle film because there's really not much more you can do with her after the events in this movie here. So the story continues with the Warrens leaving their daughter Judy along with their babysitter Mary Ellen. So the Warrens have to go off and do whatever. I forgot what they exactly had to do. I'm not too sure if they had another case or they're taking a vacation. I forgot exactly. But the story centers around Mary Ellen and Judy. And Mary Ellen has this friend named Daniela that comes in and wants to snoop around the Warrens' house because she's hearing stories about the ghost and the Warrens being creepy, and she has an agenda of why she's doing all of these things. And I will say throughout this whole film, Daniela was one of the people that was getting on my nerves to the extreme, like to the max. It was just too much. She was just snooping around, making idiotic, dumb decisions. And I kind of get the reason why she wanted to do those things. She has a reason why. I'm not going to give it away. But I don't think it was strong enough for her to do a lot of the decisions and mistakes that she was doing in this film. Like, it was just too much. And I found myself sucking my teeth a lot and just getting annoyed and very irritated and frustrated with this character because of the things that she were doing. And as things start to progress and get worse because of Annabelle, Daniela still continue on not only putting her life in danger but Judy's and her friend Mary Ellen's. And I would expect maybe the babysitter to do that, but the babysitter's more chill because this is her job and this is something that she's used to doing. But it probably would make more sense because she's in there the most. Where with Daniela, you have this person from the outside. She's curious, but it's just, I don't know. It's just that she's putting other people's lives in danger here, and it's like she doesn't care about it. She just care about her own feelings. And again, in the movie, she has her reasons why she's doing these things, but in my opinion, I find it to be kind of stupid, and I might snoop around a little bit if I was her, but the pace that she was going and the decisions she was making in this film, it was just overbearing, so I couldn't take it. So she's one of the people that I just couldn't stand in this film. But overall, this movie, it's jump scare galore. Like, you could expect that from the Conjuring movies and the Annabelle movies and things like that, and just every movie in the Conjuring universe. But you're going to get a lot of jump scares. But for me, a lot of them were effective, but it was just also a slow build up to this movie. So I was expecting a big payoff at the end because it's the slow build up. You're getting to know these characters. You're getting to know why Daniela is doing these things. Judy has these abilities too, like her mom. She's kind of like a psychic or a clairvoyant. Um, and you start to get a feel of these characters, and then towards the middle and the third act of the film, you just don't really get much from it. It's not really much of a payoff. So I'm just like, this is just jump scare movie, and it sucks because I enjoy Annabelle creation so much. So I had high expectations for this film, even though it was kind of a little bit lower on my list, but I was hoping that it jump up just because of Annabelle creation, but I guess I was wrong. I'm not going to say this movie was completely bad, but I will say that I wouldn't rush to go see this film. Uh, if you want to go for the weekend, like I said about the Child's Play film, if you want to just get, a quick scare fix, or you just want to, if you're into the whole jump scare thing, then go see this movie. It's, good for you. I know I shouldn't expect too much of a plot with this film, but given the previous film, thought it was going to be a big payoff, especially since I think this is going to be the last Annabelle movie. But I guess we're going to have a better film with The Conjuring 3 whenever that comes out. Actually, that comes out next year. So maybe with The Conjuring 3, we'll get a better story, a better, plot, better jump scares, and things that actually make sense, and not too, many things that don't make sense in the, in the film. Maybe we'll get some stuff that makes a lot more sense. So, yeah, the Annabelle 3. I enjoyed it. It was fun, but at the same time, I wouldn't rush out to go see this film. Had a good time watching it. A lot of jump scare. Of course, they're famous for their camera angles and stuff. So you think something's going to appear on one angle, you're preparing yourself to get scared, and nothing really happens. And then sometimes things actually do happen. That's just the style of James Wan and how he does his cameras and how he does things in the Conjuring universe, and even in his Insidious films. So, yeah, Annabelle 3, Annabelle Comes Home, I think it will stay at the bottom of my list, unfortunately. A couple things I could say I like about this film is how Annabelle actually did get there, and seeing all the artifacts in the Warren's Museum, and seeing those things come to life because of Annabelle. She's possessing all these things and making them, become alive and have them terrorizing these kids. That was the fun part of the film, but some stuff was a little bit confusing. But yeah, the second thing I like about this film is Bob's got balls. That's all I'm gonna say. Go watch the movie. All right, so for my negatives, I kind of already explained it in the beginning of the film. Not a huge payoff of the movie. Jump scare galore, even though there's nothing really wrong with that. But if you're going to have a movie like this, it has to make sense. And the dumb character of Daniela, pretty girl, potential in the character, and she has a reason why she's doing these things, but you kind of feel for her a little bit, but she was the main reason why all this shit went down. And if I was her friend, her best friend, I will not be her friend anymore, or at least take a break from her. You know what I mean? Like, I need some space from you, Daniela, because you did the absolute most, and you put my life and the child I'm babysitting life in danger. So therefore, I need some space from you. So yeah, don't call me, and don't say hi to me in school. Maybe for about a month. I have to get my stuff together after this event. So yeah, guys, Annabelle 3, Annabelle Comes Home is in theaters now. If you feel like you need to go see it, go check it out. But again, my opinion is not a go run to. So my rating for this film, I give it a 6.0 out of a 10. I kind of already explained it in the beginning of the video and middle of the video. So yeah, 6.0 out of 10. Let me know if you guys want to go see this movie. Put it below in the comments. Let me know if you're interested in seeing this movie. And if you have seen it already, let me know what you thought about the movie. And, maybe I'll drop a spoiler review talking about things that happen in this movie. So, again, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.